But I realized that I could have had a lighter. I could have had a lighter, and that I should probably have a lighter for this particular live stream, because this is the Sex Club live stream. First Sex Club live stream I've ever done. And it makes me think that this is a fantastic idea. I just went to grab a lighter. My shirt changed all sorts of colors, which I still can't get over to this very moment. And anyway, Sex Club, Ultraviolet Lions. Second meeting of the Ultraviolet Lions is a sex club? Yes, please. Thank you. And I'm glad I thought of that. I put on this little crown just to reward myself for such a great idea. Um, and then I'm going to sit down and probably take the crown off. So, you know what? I'll keep the crown on. The crown feels like a good idea. Okay, Sex Club, Ultraviolet Lions. I'll explain any of these things if anybody needs an explanation. But I'm also expecting main characters. I'm expecting, hello, thanks for being here. I'm expecting main characters. I'm expecting, psychic people, fairy people, magic people, witches, spiritual people. I'm expecting spiritual people in this live. So you're going to want to really be like top of your game in the chat, but please participate. Excuse me. Thanks for being here. Bless you. Goddess bless you. Mary bless you. Mary bless you. Mary bless you. Jesus bless you. Judas bless you. I bless you. And bless yourself. So we'll see how much light this candle puts out. This one's been kind of dim lately. Still, that looks good, doesn't it? All right. Why do you do this, brother? Oh, it's you again. Were you here in the last one? You came back? Is that you? Limaz Dimahan? Dimaham? Are you back? Were you in the last live? Dude, that's pretty amazing. You were in 2 of these lives? Back to back? Ultraviolet Lions? You were in both of the first 2 Ultraviolet Lions meetings of all time. Yeah, that's awesome. So do you have a magical identity? Like, are you a witch or psychic or spiritual person? Are you a healer? My name's an anagram, by the way. Limaz Dinaham? Limaz Dimaham? This is a second account. Well, Limaz Dimaham, what's it an anagram for? An anagram is where I have to mix the... Is an anagram where I have to rearrange the letters to come up with what it really says? Is that what an anagram means? Thanks for being here. Okay, so I imagine that we're going to attract magical, fairy, psychic people into life on account of... Thanks, Jesus. On account of it being the Ultraviolet Lions meeting. The meeting of the Ultraviolet Lions. Reverse the name. Muhammad Zemal. Oh, that's cool. Well, nice to meet you, Muhammad Zemal. I like your name. I like the singer whose name is Limal. Limal. Spelled kind of like your name. So thanks for being here. It's Zamil. Oh, I read it wrong. I'm so sorry. Zamil. Okay. Muhammad Zamil. That's cool. So, you're spiritual? Are you the one who was asking about Islam? Are you Muslim? So you're spiritual, right? That's why you're here? Or were you not the person who was asking about Islam? But are you spiritual? I guess is my open question. I'm trying to hone in on who you were from last time. All right, sorry, there's a cat. There's a cat here. But yeah, welcome to the Ultraviolet Panthers. I said Panthers because I have this little black cat here. Welcome to the Ultraviolet Lions. Welcome to the Ultraviolet Lions. I do feel like the spiritual dimension to this revolution has been not overlooked. I mean, it's been there, but I think the more we focus on it and the stronger it gets, the better that's going to be. Like, um, it's just nice. Like, oh yeah, sex club. Uh, so the idea of this live was to promote like sex clubs, like people being really getting out there having sex with each other based on their sexuality, spirituality, and revolutionary impulses in this time of fascism. Um, to restore sexuality and spirituality to um, their rightful places in the same way that restoring like respect for immigrants and people to its rightful place in our society is what we should be doing. So I think the spiritual and sexual side of it doesn't get discussed or addressed, or um, we don't even acknowledge our desire or lack of that stuff enough. So I decided to do it with this live. Ultraviolet Lion Sex Club. Just talking about a um, more open, encouraging approach to sex and sexuality based on the same principles of communism and stuff, communalism that motivate all this lion society stuff that's emerging now. And when I wanted to come up with one that represents like spiritual, psychic, magical, fairy people, I thought of the ultraviolet lions. And then I thought that that really works well for herbs, people who smoke herb too, and for people who aren't going to be violent really, that are going to have that kind of more spiritual dimension to their um, approach to things. So I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be a good element, component, contingent, whatever you want to call it, of the um, lion society. So I'm just very excited for how this is going to grow and go about. I've, for years, decades, had these concepts of the Fairy Liberation Front, the Pillar Revolution, the Peace Pipe Party, and the Church of Judas. And those all things go kind of in different dimensions, but of all the same thing. And now this Ultraviolet Lions, to me, connects with this existing groups and emerging groups, and, reconnecting with other groups that they've been connecting with, that I think is going to be the real secret to winning back the country and the world for the people away from the Trump-Putiners. So, thank y'all for being here. It was a pretty successful live last time, but it took, I don't know. It's hard to say it's successful. It feels like it would be much more successful for one good person who can comment, a good main character type person, or a good spiritual type person who can comment and engage. And I do think we're going to get more and more of those people, because what they did to TikTok is going to backfire on them. And more people from TikTok, people that have been on TikTok but can't be there anymore, are going to specifically be the ones coming to other platforms. And we should hopefully be able to connect more eventually, hopefully, sooner than later in some of the ways that once we were able to connect on TikTok. So we'll see. We'll see. Let me know in chat if you have some sort of spiritual, psychic, magical, fairy, witch identity, because that's what we were looking for with this particular live. Oh, and to talk about um, sex and sexuality and being more encouraging of spirituality and sexuality in the same way. Restoring what has been deprived or suppressed or um, redirected. Oh, here. Nice. Is that good? I don't know if that's good or not, but thanks. I haven't really worn this hood before. This is a brand new hoodie, and it feels like something isn't quite right about the hood. But since, like I said, this is the first time I've even put it on, it's kind of peculiar. We'll see. So is that good? Should we just see what happens? That could be downright shocking, don't you think? Don't you think that could be a cause for concern? A disturbance in the force? Don't you think that could be problematic? I don't think it is, because I know who I am. I must have, because you got so quick with your thumbs. Sticky asked, are you casting a level T1 spell of dexterity? See, it's always... Okay. Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Puffin. Were you here on the last one? The first person showed up was actually here from the last one, but then he left. But he actually came back, which is kind of amazing. I mean, not that he came back, but that anybody could find it, like, that quickly. Anyway. It had me thinking, because of the black lions and the way they address the needs and um, desires of their communities, and the way other groups are intended to address the needs and desires of their communities, that for magical and spiritual people, the desires of the community include connecting, building networks and means of connection. So, welcome to live. Are you the same person? You are the same person. You have the same name. They might have left though. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell who's actually here sometimes. Oh, it's Sticky. Okay, thanks. Sticky says, dude, I was telling you that DLR Records is in collaboration with Club Penguin. Whoa, that's prophetic. I go by Puffin, so I love penguins. They wanted you to shout them out. But what is that? Because then it sounds like you're trolling. Don't you think? A record label from where? What does it stand for? Hello. Thanks for being here. Welcome to the first night, the second meeting, the first night of the Ultraviolet Lions. I'm so pleased to say Ultraviolet Lions on account of it being a cool color. And thinking about all the psychic, magical people, spiritual people, and the things that we can do when we finally connect with each other. I remember trying to do a live for Magic for the Rescue, Safe Return of Nancy Guthrie. And it would be nice to find those kinds of people, the people who want kidnapping victims to be returned safe, not so much the people that cheer on kidnappers. But that's a lot to ask. And this hood is ill-fitting and looks strange. So I think I'm going to give up on the hood anyway. And maybe on the live in general. It was interesting last time. It got going pretty good. But there still weren't hardly any good people in it, not that I noticed. I should specify main characters only. Like, I guess I got my hopes up. I'm a little tired. Just bored, I guess. I'm relaxed though. I mean, I feel pretty good. It's just, you know, just really boring. You probably get that a lot. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be relying on you, but I just feel like Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna bother saying anything about it. I'll just wait for somebody else to arrive. Honestly, no offense. Oh, the YouTube bot showed up. They wanted to know what word should be in the dictionary. I don't even want to bother with it. It went away. Like the cat. Oh, great. And we got another stupid Nazi. I mean, I'm not implying that you're a Nazi, Sticky. I'm just saying we often get Nazis in the chat, and we got another stupid one. Yeah, it's pretty boring. I guess I could just use this opportunity to mute the Nazis so we don't have to talk to them for a while until they come back with their other accounts. Anyway, at least I won't have to make any highlights of this live. Yeah, you are. Gosh, I hate how stupid they are. I hate how all they act like they're smart enough to know that it's bad to be a Nazi. But they're not smart enough. They act like they're smart enough to know that it's bad to be a Nazi, that it's really disrespectful to, if they were American, it would be really disrespectful to their grandparents or great grandparents or great great grandparents. If they were American, it would be super disrespectful to their grandparents to be a stupid Nazi. I don't even know what that song is. I probably should just go to sleep. It was a good night, but it's like all net YouTube picks for the live are stupid Nazis. And it's not fun. It's not enjoyable. I'm sure no one's ever wanted to talk to you people before. It's super boring. Sorry about the stupid Trump-Butineers in chat. I should just call you Trump-Butineers. That way you don't have to argue about being called Nazis. Like, Trump-Butineers is the worst thing to be anyway. So, sorry about the Trump-Butineers in chat. Oh, were you being nice? Dude, I don't know that you were. You sound a little suspicious. You wouldn't even say what. Okay. Oh my gosh. Everybody hates Trump. Like, seriously. Like, tell us you're not American without telling us you're not American. Yeah. Everybody hates Trump. No, they don't. There aren't any Americans who love Trump. Zero. Anybody in America, and that doesn't apply to you, anybody who's in America hates Trump. Or, if they don't hate Trump, they're a fucking Trump-ootneer. That's a traitor. They're not Americans. So all Americans and all people who are immigrants in America from other countries, but they're not really Americans, they all hate Trump. All Americans, basically everybody in America, except Trump-ootneers, hates Trump. And that's all Americans and immigrants. We all hate Trump. We all hate Trump together. Hating Trump is what good friends do. Hating Trump is what good friends do. There's not a YouTube thing. There's not, this isn't a YouTube thing. You guys do a YouTube thing. You guys, for some reason, troll all the time. YouTube? You troll YouTube? Like, frequently for hours? Like, I know this is really boring, but I sometimes do things on here. Like, something. Dude, you're not educating anyone. You're just dumbass Trump-ootneers. You're just traitors and Trump-ootneers. Like, everybody hates you. Everybody thinks you're terrible. Sorry, for people who couldn't read the comments. This stupid Trump-ootneer said, "It's not trolling, educating you, tedious men. We love it." So he's like acting like he's with a group of people, like there's other people like him. I mean, there are one or two other people in the chat who are like him because they're dumbass Trump-ootneers. But they don't matter. Like, they've never ever said anything interesting, important, or good. They've never said anything that's anybody's ever wanted to hear or care about. They've never contributed anything to any conversation or anything they've ever taken part in. They're just a waste of life. Like a waste of everything that made them. It's just it's like so much worse than like the worst things that artificial intelligence could do because it's just stupid. It's just people being made completely fucking brain dead zombies stupid. I mean, they could be like artificial intelligence or bots or something. Oh my gosh. You make content sticky? What are the names of these stupid... You sound like highly suspicious because what are the acronyms of your record company and record store? You know? You just seem like you think you're being like clever or something, but you're a troll. Are you not really a troll? You say you're definitely not a troll. Okay, let's just find out if you're a troll or not. This won't take long. You have 1,000 subscribers in 2 years of being here. What? Yeah, I don't know, dude. I'm not real sure. Music Biz Marty? Who's Music Biz Marty? Just tell me who Music Biz Marty is. Who is Sarton? I want to play a game. Why? Oh, because of the Saw movies. Are you doing a ritual? How are you supposed to make a locale out of me? I'm not really understanding your. Who's Marty Biz? Who's Biz Marty? Who's Music Biz Marty? Let's just get that. What the hell is Roaring Thunder? Is Roaring Thunder a song that people know? Can you like say some lyrics of it? If it's a, because I don't know a song that's called Roaring Thunder. Okay, cool. That's cool that you make music. You notice that there's like stupid magas in the chat, right? Like, am I the only one who sees the stupid magas? Stupid Trump-Hooteniers? They're trying to talk to you, but don't talk to them. I didn't mean to draw attention to them. What's the intro? Dude, I do need to go take a pill. I keep forgetting to take that pill. It's funny how, like, in the strangest ways, Trump-Hooteniers can be slightly useful sometimes. Although, last time they did the same thing, I still forgot to take it. Check the intro. You're doing a ritual. Sticky, sorry if I misread your comments, but, like, you did have some suspicious, letters going on you never explained, so. And as you can tell, there's a lot of freaking stupid Nazis in the chat. Like, Trump-Hooteniers. Stupid MAGA Trump-Hooteniers in the chat. There's a lot of stupid MAGA Klansmen, Trump-Hooteniers in the chat pretty often. Not so much right now, which is good, but it's like also like, well, maybe time to go to sleep. Maybe time to give up on stupid net and YouTube. Admit they're not going to allow certain topics to be discussed. Oh my gosh, are you LARPing as a black person? Nico4686? NEKO 4686? Are you LARPing as a black person because you said, let's go black Americans for Trump? Are you LARPing as a black person, Nico? Oh, Nico said, I am black. Oh my gosh. The thought plickens. They said they were black. Oh my gosh. Did this really happen? You're a slave for Trump and you're an actual black person? Like, really? Dude, hold on. I feel sorry for you now. Are we talking about you really are? I can understand you're LARPing as a black person. Like, that's the troll you play on YouTube. But then again, you probably would have mentioned it more if it wasn't really true. You really are a black person, huh? Are you really one? You're really a slave for Trump? You're really a slave for Trump and you're a black person? Okay, Nico and I are going to do a ritual together. So you guys are affiliated. But that person's just a Trumper, a slave. That person's a MAGA slave. And you're a MAGA slave too. So, like, why don't y'all stop being MAGA slaves? It's pretty stupid. Pretty stupid to be a MAGA slave. Yeah, exactly. You're a MAGA slave. It's pretty stupid. It's a pretty stupid thing to be. I don't know why you brought up religion. Except MAGA slaves are kind of like in a religious cult. I mean, it's Christianity. But yeah, it's an evil trap religion. Evil trap religion. Anyway, I can't believe I'm wasting my time talking to you guys. This is so stupid. Like, I should be asleep. Yeah, it does. If you don't take a side against MAGA, you're basically MAGA. How could you not be against MAGA? It's disgusting. Oh, hello, Joseph. Here we go. Now I can talk. Thanks, Joseph. I had to wait 35 minutes for you to show up, so thank you for showing up. These guys were like boring the shit out of me. Like, I was about to fall asleep in my candle. Like, I was about to fall face first in my candle. These guys were boring the living shit out of me. Okay. Thanks, Joseph. Thanks for being here. I'll cheer up now, and then maybe we can actually have a good live for the last 20 minutes or so. And now people are showing up. Oh, man. It's like you broke the floodgates, Joseph. Thanks for being here. Love you too, Spirit Brother. And that's the perfect segue into the topic at hand. Ultraviolet lions and sex clubs. Ultraviolet lions promoting sex and sexuality. But specifically, ultraviolet lions because... Have you heard the Black Lions yet, Joseph Bearpaw? Black Lions had a press conference the other day. And I watched the whole thing. It's like 4 hours long, but it was really good. Excuse me. I'm going to burp. And one of the emphasis of the conference was how many other lion societies would pop up around different identities. And the one that occurred to me today is the ultraviolet lions. The idea of spiritual people, magical people. And this is, the same thing I've always called. I call it the Fairy Liberation Front. I call it the Pillar Revolution or the Peace Pipe Party and the Church of Judas. And those things all have specific connotations and focuses. But in regards to the lions, I thought, well, what type of lion would I be more than anything else? Well, an ultraviolet lion, spiritual, sexual, I smoke herb. Some of the things that the black lions do is they emphasize gun. They're all about guns. And no smoking herbs. And I'm like, yeah, well, if we don't have guns and we do have smoking herbs, it made me think, well, you got smoking herbs instead of not smoking herbs. That's one difference that the ultraviolet lions would have. And then you don't have guns. I mean, I guess people could. But for the most part, I think a lot of spiritual people just aren't really going to have guns. So you don't have guns. It's like, well, instead of guns, you could have sex. It's not like everybody have to have sex. But I think, promoting sex, being pro-sex, and being pro-sexuality and pro-spirituality at the same time is the combination that they, fear the most. Lion societies. Well, the lion societies is not my idea. That's just the Black Lions came out recently, announced themselves recently, and they're already spawning these other groups around other identities. So there's going to be rainbow lions, I imagine, in the gay queer community, white lions for white people, and so on and so forth. I was thinking about blue lions for people who support Bernie, progressive Democrats, people around that identity, because honestly, back when Bernie was running in 2015-16, they had lions for their imagery. So that made me think of blue lions. I thought of green lions and thought about smoking weed. But I thought, well, there's also the Green Party and environmentalism, and people who motivate around that. If they want to be green lions, that's probably more fitting for them. But ultraviolet lions covers the ultraviolet rays of the sun that turn into THC for weed smokers. And the ultraviolet, it sounds like ultraviolence, but it's kind of like post-violence or beyond violence, because it's ultraviolet, like there's, all about the spiritual dimension of stuff instead of the, gun shooting side. Seems like there's going to be enough people shooting guns, honestly. Joseph Bearpaw says, one of the things is swords to plowshares is a great concept, but is overall optimistic. Well, I am overall optimistic, as you probably know from being here in previous lives. I just feel like you're going to have enough people join in the armed side. I mean, there's the idea that everybody can be armed. And yeah, I guess that's more intimidating to the powers that be. But really, there's also a critical mass tipping point that once enough people are armed, you got it. Like, it's done. And we might as well be focusing on what... this guy was talking so much about guns. I've been against guns all my life. he was talking about them so much, so whatever, it did make me think, oh yeah, guns maybe. It made me even reconsider my opinion on guns. But more than that, I thought, well, no, if I just want to identify as part of this network, and I want to pick an identity that even includes not giving a shit about guns, um, or that includes being able to smoke weed, uh, then I think Ultraviolet Lines suits that really well. I am too, but very much appreciated measured defense. Yeah, yeah. I mean, even they were saying if you can't have a gun, have a slingshot, have mace and stuff, have these other things, and I can appreciate all that stuff. But I can also appreciate like spiritual defenses, spiritual powers, um, just connecting with people based on our spiritual, magical, fairy, witch identities, and that's really the not only the greater powers than these other things. Like I got these stupid trolls. They're like, "Oh, can your magic stop bullets and stuff like this?" But it's like, not only are those the greater powers in general, but those are the powers that because we get caught up in all this shit, we're not really talking about that dimension of stuff nearly as much. And I feel like sex and stuff is in the exact same category. It's this sex and spirituality are both in this taboo category. That when people say spirituality in America, they're often, as soon as they say that or bring that up, bringing in so much fucking baggage and bullshit from the trap religion Christianity that, it's not even about spirituality. It's about the trap religion Christianity or something at some point, even if people aren't actively trying to talk about that. It's just sandbagged our whole consciousness in regards to religion way too much. Okay. It's both problematic and effective. Well, it's been effective. I think we were talking about them hijacking the religion. I should never read Trump Hootneer's comments. It's like, they're always so boring. They never contribute anything, and I think I may have understood exactly what you meant, but I read that other comment in the middle, and it bothered me. I should probably get more into the habit of meeting these guys, so I just don't have to even read them anymore. But thankfully, I've got good people like yourself that keep returning and talking to me, so that we not have to rely on them to be people commenting in the chat. There's a comment about what's your opinion of directed energy weapons. I guess it threw me off because the U.S. military used directed energy weapons to incapacitate the Cuban guards of Maduro before they kidnapped Maduro. But after they used the energy weapons on the Cuban guards, they just shot them. So they incapacitated people with these weapons, and then they shot them. I guess to cover their tracks for what happens when you use weapons on. And it's like, dude, y'all are disgusting. Always shooting defenseless people, doing all these war crimes and shit for Trump and Putin. Like, there should be some consequences for that bullshit. They should get all put in jail, the entire chain of command. Anytime you directly target another neurological, biological system, it can be directly permanent damage. What were we talking about? Oh, when you target a biological system, can directly permanent damage. Oh, I think that's what you're saying. It's problematic. The energy web. You were responding to his question when you said it's problematic and effective. That's so funny because I thought you were responding to something I said. I was like, what did I say? How did I lose the train of thought? But it's because the troll said something. He says he's in control of several DEW systems, but he was previously leaving like child porn acronyms. So it seems like he's a Trumper. Like they're real proud of their evil reputation. MAGA Trump Hootneers. Worst people to have ever lived besides the Russians. And Zionists, I guess, it's not a contest, but Zionists are right behind Trump Hootneers, who are right behind the Russians on the worst people ever scale. Who the hell is Carly Fiorina? I mean, come on, seriously, who is Carly Fiorina? Her name sounds familiar, but not in a good way. Let's talk more about black Americans, says the person who pretends to be black. Like, how would. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's talk about black Americans. What do you want to talk about black Americans? Person who pretends to be black? Person who pretends to be black. What do you want to say about black Americans? Person who pretends to be black? Person pretending to be black in chat. What do you want to say about black Americans? Okay, Joseph Bearpaw says energy weapons, like railguns, for instance, are dangerous to users' own nerve centers with enough exposure. I'm sure they don't care about that shit. And they were talking about trying to put railguns on the new fucking what's it called? Destroyer ships or something. I hate trolls. They're so stupid. Trolls are so boring and stupid. And then they act like just because like people who actually matter pay attention to them ever, that's like something. Like they've won the dog bone of attention. Oh my gosh. Okay, now I remember who you're talking about, and it just got worse. I remember who Carly Fiorina is. I can't stand you. I can't stand the fact that trolls exist and that they remind you of other people who exist who are just giant fucking trolls like Carly Fiorina. Anyway, Joseph Bearpaw says, no, they don't. 100%. 100. And that's my issue. They already have them installed on destroyers. They already have them on there. All right, I'm talking about making more, I guess. Okay. I'm sorry. Stupid Nazis in chat. Like, they're utterly worthless unless you can somehow make a joke about them or somehow, like, read what they say and, translate it into the opposite, and then it's the truth instead of a complete fucking bullshit lie. If you mute me, I'll send hundreds of trolls in here. You are rude to I'm not rude to people, dude. I'm just this person's pretending to be black. Okay? I'm not rude to a person. I'm not going to say something racist to them just because they're pretending to be black. I'll call them a slave because they're pretending to be MAGA. And if they were black, they would, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not rude to people. I'm rude to fucking Nazis. I'm rude to Trump-ooniers. I'm rude to MAGA. You're all fucking zombies. You need to be woken the fuck up. You need to not be a damn Nazi. What I'm going to do in the meantime is I'm going to curse you. I'm going to curse your family. I'm going to curse Trump and Putin and Netanyahu through you. And Nico, I'm going to curse you. I'm going to curse your black family. I'm going to curse Trump and Putin and Netanyahu through you. Like, you guys are so fucking stupid. You really shouldn't be here. Okay, Joseph Bearpaw says, energy weapons like lasers that gets the bridge on fire under 45 seconds up to and including 1,000 degrees. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and shut the live down. Dude, rude to anyone who doesn't believe in what I believe. Anybody who doesn't believe in fucking freedom and not being a goddamn Nazi and a pedophile can fuckity fuck right off. Nobody cares if I'm rude to you. You're terrible people. You're a Trump slave. I don't give a fuck if you pretend to be if that person pretends to be an African American. They're a fucking Trump slave. I don't care if they are an African American. They're a fucking Trump slave. You need to stop being one. The insulting thing about that is that they're a fucking slave to Trump. Just like you're a fucking slave to Trump. I don't care about politics. Fucking slave to Trump, bitch. The person who pretends to be black. The person who's pretending to be black, Nico4686, literally typed this. You'll decide with the KKK. And the original starters of the founding fathers would have loved you, boy. Like that, I'm sorry. It's just too fucking boring. No, y'all are stupid fucking Nazis. Y'all are stupid fucking Nazi slaves. Everybody hates you. And it's not how I spoke to you, it's the fact that I actively cursed you. In the name of Judas, I cursed you and your family, and Trump and Putin and Netanyahu through you. That's what you got tonight. That's what happened to you tonight. For being a complete fucking dumbass. And nobody's going to feel sorry for you. But thanks for talking to me, Joseph. I'm going to shut it down because it's just too fucking boring.